Welcome back, subscribers, and welcome new viewers to April 2025 General Monthly Reading for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, North or South nodes of the Moon. And I want to thank each and every one of you who have subscribed, who like and share my videos, because that helps my whole channel to circulate to more and more individuals who are in need of this information just like you. Okay, Pisces. Well, we are starting a brand new time for all of us with so many Aries planets lining up in Aries, transiting planets. So first off, I will talk about those that are in Aries now. So we have the Sun in Aries. We just had the new moon in Aries on the 29th, along with the partial solar eclipse on the same day. Big deal. And that the Sun being in Aries when it went into Aries on the spring equinox, which was the 20th of March, huge deal. So that's what initiated and opened up the beginning of all of this big energy and self energy. Aries is all about self. And so with each of the planets that are going to go or already in Aries, what that means is transiting Pluto in Aquarius is in a harmonious sextile. So a very compatible, kind energy combination for all of us, having to do with ourself and learning on at the depth of our core and deep transformations occurring within ourselves, and the desire to do so, to dig deep into who we truly are, each one of us on an individual level, taking care of self in a very positive, honest, truthful, wanting the truth about who we are. So it's huge. Okay, so we have the Sun and the new moon, like I said, and now we have Neptune in Aries. And it begins the month at 0 degrees, and by the end of the month, it'll be 1 degree. And we still have transiting Chiron in Aries as well, and it will be 22 degrees all month long. So we have 2 planets in Pisces, actually 3 planets in Pisces. Transiting Mercury is currently retrograde in Pisces. It goes direct. Direct means, retrograde means it's going backwards 9, 8, 7, 6 in the degrees. And then when it goes direct on the 7th, it'll start moving forward again. Forward motion, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so then that happens on the 7th, it goes direct. On the 17th, Mercury transitions into Aries. And then we also still have Venus in Pisces. It is also retrograde, and it will go direct on the 13th. It will transition into Aries on May 1st. Okay, and while between now through the 16th, Mercury in Pisces and Venus in Pisces are in close degree conjunction, which means they're right next to each other because they're both in Pisces, and their degrees are even close, within 7 degrees of each other, which means, so Mercury has to do with communication, ingoing, outgoing, physical, non-verbal, written, all kinds of communication and messages. Venus has to do with love, has to do with beauty, and also being in Pisces, both of those has a lot to do with the unseen realm. So intuition and just that type of information coming in through our intuition and our other senses. And also, so we could also be expressing or and being retrograde. Before I talk about the expressing, retrograde means we could be looking back and reminiscing about those friends or family members or someone we really care about, romantic partner, and enjoying and remembering the enjoying loving times together, and actually thinking about them and maybe wanting to reconnect for some of you. All of that is playing out right now for everyone. Okay. And we also still have Saturn in your sign, Pisces. So it begins the month at 24 degrees, and by the end of the month, 27 degrees. So if whatever you have in Pisces is a close degree within 7 degrees of your natal planet in Pisces, Saturn is all about focusing, and it's the authority figure. It's about long-standing foundations. So depending upon what planet that it is next to or aspecting will depend upon how exactly that energy is, that Saturnian energy is being focused for you specifically. Okay, moving on, we have, so the full moon is going to be on the 13th. It will be in Libra, 23 degrees and 20 minutes. The new moon is going to be on the 27th. It's going to be 7 degrees Taurus, 47 minutes. And then the other big deal is transiting Mars is currently in Cancer. And on the 19th, it's going to transition back into Leo. And we had that Leo-Mars opposition to transiting Aquarius-Pluto at the end of last year. And so we're getting that energy back. And what that means is, because the opposition is an intense, and Pluto is intense anyway, so this is an intense encounter, maybe even explosive, because we're talking about Mars, and Mars can be very explosive energy. It's a physical energy, Mars is, so all about physical action taking, and it can be emotionally explosive action taking. And Pluto, again, is about deep transformation and getting to the root, and it's going to be the truth that Pluto is getting to because it's Aquarius. And so we can see in the world, we will probably start to see again on beginning in the 19th onward for another couple of months, because I believe that's Mars is going to stay in Leo for that long. It's going to then, we can possibly see a lot of, or some physical, monumental, transformative changes going on in the world that are going to transform the world as we know it, as we have known it, into a more truthful, honest, and even compassionate way of living, and harmonious way of living. Okay, so with that being said, Pisces, let's get into your personal reading, and let's see what's going on with Pisces. So this deck that I'm going to use first is called Lemurian Star Child Oracle Deck. And let's see what that uncovers for Pisces. Sun, moon, rising, north or south nodes of the moon for Pisces. for Pisces. Okay, one more time. Okay, that's it. Okay. Let's see what that is. Universe. Oh, another sign got this. I don't know which one it was. It was earlier in the first half of my readings. But this is number 11. Definitely a master number for you, Pisces, for those of you who pay attention to signs and synchronicities. This is Metatron. And it's about wholeness, commune with all life, micro and macrocosm. What I'm getting first is just in general, Pisces, all of you are coming into an even more expanded awareness of the universe around you, the unseen realm. And maybe, of course, you know, Pisces, we're already into that. I'm a Pisces too, so we're already naturally into that, but it seems like there's something new or a new expansion in that arena for us that's happening this month. I also just got your universe is changing, transforming. Your own way of life is going through a huge transformation, or will be in some way, shape, or form this month, Pisces. The way you see the world, the way you see yourself in the world is transforming, or is going to transform. Again, it's a big, for some of you, it's going to be a huge awakening to what life used to be, as opposed to what it is, what you're stepping into now. A brand new world, brand new world. And even I'm getting an upgrade in your intuition. And with communication with the unseen realm. Whether that's your past over loved ones, your higher self, the universe, source, however you want to see that, that is opening up and or expanding for you. And it's transforming your reality. How you know and have seen and have known the world to be with this new information, new incoming information is enabling you to see you and Earth and the universe in a whole new light. Okay. And I've said that over and over, but it just kept saying it in my head over and over. So, okay. So, that being said, you also could be really drawn, like, look at me, purple. Purple, the color. Amethyst, purple. Okay. Some of you could have Aquarius in your chart. I just got, you don't have to though. Okay, so let's use this astrology deck. And this one is Heavenly Bodies astrology deck. Heavenly Bodies. Let's see, for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising. Oh, there we go. Are there any more for Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rising, North or South nodes of the Moon. Okay. The 10th house. And that wanted to come out first. And there's an owl. Oh, well, I know I've been hearing an owl. at night, hooting at nighttime right outside in my tree. And so you might also be receiving messages from the owl spirit. And that's a sign of synchronicity too for some of you. And the owl again represents wisdom and or the opening, I'm getting, at least for this card for you now, the opening of expanded wisdom. Heart expansion I'm getting. I've gotten several heart expansions. The last 3 readings I did today, definite, all of them said that. And then there was one yesterday, Libra. So a lot of heart expansion opening up, which makes sense because too, the Venus is in Pisces and so is Mercury. Okay, but the 10th house has to do with the outside world, has to do with your achievements, awards, achievements, and your business, or how you are seen in the business world. Maybe some of you are seeing the truth about big business, because the 10th house also has to do with big business. And also that's one thing that is transforming. We're going away from big business. Away from the pyramid structure where the common folk are at the bottom and corporations are at the top. We're going away from that, and maybe that is what you're seeing. Okay. Okay, and then Virgo, which is your opposite sign. This is also heart. Just a second here. I'm going to see something out of curiosity. Is it showing a heart in every one? No. Okay, so there aren't okay. Well, there's a lot of them that have hearts. And I'm really noticing, okay, so you got 2 cards. They don't all have hearts. These 2 are the same hearts. The same hearts. Look at that. Same heart, same heart. And they're not all that way, the deck. Okay, so Virgo. Integrity, reverence, and service. But it has to do with your heart and roses. Roses are significant too. Or a rose is significant or could be significant for someone. Okay. And here's the heart. Look at that. This is a heart. This is a fluorite heart. Oh, you probably can't see it very good. Whoops. Whoops. Slipped right out of my hand. But anyway, it's on top of my deck. That gemstone. Okay. But anyway. So, I'm getting maybe someone's going to find a heart, a stone, like a rock on the ground that's in the form of a heart. That's specific for someone. That is definitely not everybody. Okay. All right. So, okay. So let's do some tarot cards for you, Pisces. What else does Pisces need to know for this month of April and their expansion? And I'm just getting that maybe someone or some of you, a few of you, could be consciously studying about Metatron, who, I'm not sure if he's an angel, right? I believe. An archangel, something like that. But I got that someone is or will be studying about that archangel. Okay, 2 of Pentacles. So something that you don't see right now, it's under the surface, and this could be something you're accomplishing or you're focused on, something that you're not seeing you will see, it will come into fruition, or it will be shown to you physically in the 3D this month. Yeah, Emperor, yes. Something is you're going to be a master at something, or masterful. The Emperor is masterful, is the one who embodies all three of the kings. All three kings? Yes, 4 kings. All 4 of the kings. The King of Swords, the King of Wands, yes, all 4. King of Pentacles and the King of Cups. The Emperor embodies all of those. So that's what I'm seeing, is you are coming into balance. You are, again, your mastery. You are masterful at something, or you are going to be coming into alignment. I'm also drawn to the sun and the moon. And then there's a star above. Maybe you're coming together with another, and you are creating something masterful together. Because here we also have the yin and yang, the 2 horses. Male, female, or that could just be coming into balance within yourself. And here again, we have this balance thing. Something. So balance is really big deal, whether it's within your own self, and or of course, when you become balanced within yourself, then you also attract someone that's also balanced within themselves. So that's what could be happening for some of you as well. Okay, what else? Is there anything else? You could also be extra sensitive and extra attuned to animals, the wildlife. Like here we have the owl, and then we have a lioness here. We have horses. Nine of Wands. Yeah, and here we have wolves. Here again, we have the balance, the black and white wolf. So yeah, you've really come into balance. You've really balanced something within yourself. And for some of you, it could have taken a long years and years. You're standing in your power this month. And see, his cloak is red. I'm getting strongly too. It has to do with your root, your base chakra. Or that's your base. The root chakra is the base security for all of us. And you have laid that solid foundation for yourself. That solid security foundation for yourself. And you're really grounded. So what I'm getting to with this stick, the wand, going through that into the earth. So you've really learned how to balance yourself and stay balanced within who you are. And using that energy and it coming out the top of your head. See, I was drawn to the sun here too, and we have the moon and the sun again. So again, it's all about balance and all about male, female. So some of you could be coming into new relationships, or if you're already in a relationship, you could be uniting, maybe on a deeper level, or maybe even for the first time with your partner. Because you both went through a transformation together. That was difficult, but you hung in there. And again, singles, there's someone new. And you both went through that individually. You were working through. And now you're ready to join. Okay. Okay, so what else? Okay, I'm being drawn to get the moon card deck. It's the Moonology deck. Moonology manifestation deck for you, Pisces. Okay, let's go. Gotten dark out there. Okay. Okay, so for Pisces, this will be the last card or cards before I close your reading, Pisces. So this is for Pisces, Sun, there we go. Okay, is there anything else for Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rising, North or South nodes of the Moon. Okay, that almost came out. Let's see. Okay. Take a reality check. Okay. So, some of you have already done this, taken a reality check, but others of you, you're going to want to, or you're being encouraged to take a reality check. So spend some time with yourself, no one else around, so that your energy is just your energy, and so you can tap in to whatever this has to do with, about taking a reality check. This is Capricorn. Yes, allow facts. So, okay, I'm also getting, so we're very intuitive, Pisces. So, and as you know, so with that intuition, it's always good for us who are extremely feeling oriented to, and we get an intuition, gets an intuitive prompting, to also back it up with facts before proceeding. Okay. Okay, so this next one, this is full moon in Aries. And this one was full moon in Capricorn. So you have 2 full moons so far. So there could be something significant about this next full moon, or the next full moon in Capricorn. I don't know when that is. And or next full moon in Aries. We just had a new moon in Aries. So anyway, okay. Oh, cool your emotions. Yeah, see, it's all about this balancing I've been talking about. Emotional balancing. That's what you've been dealing with, and you're going to continue to. And again, you're gaining mastery over that. That's really, really good, because we are very emotional, of course. Yes, okay. So that you know when to, and this is the Emperor too, knows when to express his emotions, knows when to hold back his emotions, and just never doing anything impulsively. And again, this is also saying facts change feelings too. So make sure those facts, you allow the facts to come up before you explode out with emotion. And that could be, again, talking about the transiting Mars going back into Leo on the 19th and the next couple of months, which opposes transiting Pluto in Aquarius. So that could be affecting you extra individually. Again, you'd have to check your natal wheel specifically to see if that is the case, and it's talking, that's why it's saying cool your emotions. Don't just act explosively. with that Mars energy. And Mars is the natural planet for Aries. And Aries is naturally explosive. Okay. Energetic, explosive, passionate, whatever that might be. Okay, new moon in Capricorn. Step up and lead. So you have two. You have a full moon and a new moon in Capricorn. So you might have Capricorn in your chart, a major planet, or nodes of the moon, or your Chiron, I'm getting. Could be your Chiron could be in the 10th house or Capricorn, or in the sign of Capricorn, because the 10th house is the natural house for Capricorn. Okay. So you're going to be taking a leadership role in some way, shape, or form. And you could very well see it begin or open up, or maybe you're going to get intuitively that this leadership role somehow, or you're going to step up and lead, will come to you in April. So you might not actually start leading until after April. Some of you could. It's going to be different for all of you. But some way, shape, or form, you are taking a leadership role. Okay. All right. Well, I hope this was helpful, Pisces, and I want to thank you so much for allowing me to do this reading for you. Until next time. All right.